Hare Krishna. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Depending on whatever time you see this video, please accept my greetings accordingly. So today I'd like to tell you another story about a businessman who was moving in a ship, and that ship was his personal ship. And then the ship got stuck in an island, and when the ship got stuck in that island, the businessman was not able to understand what to do, what not to do. At that time, the businessman saw that the tribal people of that island, they are coming in a huge number, making their own musical sounds, and they are carrying a huge altar or simhasan. So this businessman could not understand. So then these tribal people, they stopped in front of that businessman, and they raised that businessman and they made him sit on the throne they were carrying. Now the businessman got completely astonished, could not understand what was going on here. But he was at least understanding that these people, they were giving him lot of respect. Then finally he was taken to the innermost place of that island, and he was getting worshipped. And then he asked the people who were standing beside him, who were acting as some special officers out of those tribals. So then this person asked, what is happening here? So this person got the result, or got the reply back, that you are now the king of this island. Oh really? I'm the king of this island? Wow, wonderful. Such a great achievement. And after some time, this businessman was thinking that how generally one is selected as the king of this island. That then those tribal officers, they gave the news that whoever gets stuck, they are made king for 1 year. Oh, then this businessman asked that then what happens with those kings? So then those kings are thrown into another island which is just beside this island, and in that island there is no water, there is nothing to eat, and that king or those king, they die very pitifully. Very pitiably they die. And such death of such kings gives these tribals a lot of fun, happiness. Well, when this businessman heard this story, he became very cautious. He put his intelligence, and what he did, he made beautiful arrangements within this 1 year of his kingship in that island, so that at the end of the 1 year, when this person or when this king or this businessman will be thrown in that island, he can spend his life in a very secure and in a very secure manner, and not have to suffer or struggle like the previous kings. So therefore this king, he shifted a lot of wealth. He built a beautiful home, bungalow with all the facilities in that island. And when the time was over, when the 1 year time for this king was over, this king, was thrown into that island, and this king could spend his life in that island very peacefully. So from this story, what we can understand, what we can realize is very significant. We are simply like that of that king who got stuck in that island. Now, this island for us, this material world is that island for us. And we all got stuck in this material world. And after the time is over, we will be thrown out from this body. And we don't know what will be our next body, depending on our consciousness. How are we going to suffer or enjoy in the upcoming lives? Completely a question mark. So this human form of life is meant to come out of these puzzling situations. When we got this human form of life in this material world, that is the only purpose of this human form of life, is to stop this transmigration in the repeated cycle of birth and death, is to stop the suffering of the transmigration due to the transmigration of the spirit soul from one species to another species, which we are already going through for millions of lifetimes. Therefore, the most intelligent person, like that of that businessman, what the most intelligent person will do? The most intelligent person will utilize this human form of life to prepare for the ultimate destination of life, or for the next destination of life. And the most intelligent person will make his next destination in such a way so that he can be permanently happy in that destination. And spiritual life is giving us the opportunity to make our next destination to be a permanent one as the spiritual world. We have this opportunity right now to invest on our spiritual bank account by chanting Hare Krishna, by taking Krishna Prasadam, by accepting the association of devotees, by hearing Krishna Katha, by glorifying Krishna, by making our family Krishna conscious, by making our entire existence Krishna conscious. Krishna is permanent, and all the activities related to Krishna is permanent. The spirit soul is permanent. So, right now, in this human form of life, if we take this opportunity to invest on the spirit soul level by engaging ourselves in Krishna conscious activities, then our next destination is completely permanent, and that will be Krishna Loka or Golok Vrindavan Dham, or the spiritual world, after attaining which no more we will have to suffer by going through the transmigration process in different species of life. But if after coming to this material world and after getting this opportunity of human body, if we misutilize this opportunity, and if we simply get stuck with a temporary sense gratification, then we will be thrown out of this body and in the next island, which is not prepared at all, the next destination which is not prepared at all for our permanent residency. Therefore, we will go on suffering in the next destination. So therefore, the intelligent person will not simply consider this momentary time in this material human form of life to be the time for simply temporary flickering sense gratification and making his future dark. Rather, he will take this opportunity to make his destination permanent so that he can live happily, blissfully, permanently, forever in the spiritual world. Therefore, let us all become most intelligent one to utilize this human form of life to fix our next destination to be spiritual world. Hare Krishna.